We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. Playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And oh, he coughed it up!
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
They'll get this into the hands of Aiyuk.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Oh, there he goes left side. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Kamara gets it again on second down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly
into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week.
And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 36 yards.
And the Niners have taken the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well on that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. He'll drop to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The slot man in motion right. Here we go with Williams. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on fourth down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Kamara. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. They send Thomas out to the right by himself. Back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. Bird to return from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the 1st half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And I think the ball's out, and this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
In motion right is Thomas. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
They'll look to throw here. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he goes out right around the 39. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And this pass caught by Gray.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey
with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 44. 117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have a Saints first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Coming left is Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll set up a throw. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of the, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Kamara. And he gets it down to the 32.
137 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll drop to throw.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
They'll try and run it in. And he is into the end zone. No flags. And there may be a play away from winning the football game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
What a thrilling fourth quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though.